Well, hello, 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 hello. We are back with yet another video. Welcome back to my channel, guys. I appreciate you so much. You don't even understand. No matter how many of you are actually watching, but I appreciate every single comment, every single subscription, every single like, every single type of engagement that you might have with me. Today, I come bearing news that speak to the soul, that speak to you as a person. So now, so if I get a bit awkward, please understand that usually these are the things that I share with my friends sometimes, which I share with my mom mostly and my sisters or siblings. So anyone at home, they know that coming to self-love, coming to relationships, anything of that sort, women, young kids, especially young girls, like, darling, I'm that advocate. So yeah, as we are about to start, I just wish that you enjoy this video and that you actually, share your views, share your own experiences and what you think of what I just said. So I don't even want to do a whole long introduction. So also, if you see the camera shifting a bit, please bear with me. So it is very important to, yes, to know yourself, to discover and unravel and dig deep within you so that you actually know what it is. So, according to the Merriam-Webster dictionary, this is how they define self-worth as. They say that it is a sense of one's own value as a human being. Whoa. What I love the most about that is the fact that they didn't base it off, how people perceive you, how people talk about you, what people think of you, but more than anything, it's a sense of one's own value as a human being. Like how you see yourself, how you carry yourself to people out there as a human being. What, not even how you, or what, not how you want people to actually say, yeah, no, you're with this, no, like how you carry yourself actually becomes the benchmark of how people actually treat you. So if you are not accountable to yourself, if you do not know yourself, if you haven't even set boundaries for your own self, there's going to be a big problem, because it's going to be easy for people to come and just throw whatever that they feel, or, darling, this is you, you've been like this and you'll never change, and you live up to that because people said it. But then when you know yourself, you're gonna be like, excuse me, who told you that? Because I know I'm like this. And sweetie, if you ever say that again, I'm gonna punch you in the face. Well, don't be violent like that, but you gotta set your own boundaries. So for this topic, ne, there was a quote that I saw, and I was like, child, I need to speak to my people with this thing. So it says, well, it says unknown. So it says, never beg someone to be in your life. If your love and emotions get ignored, walk away. You are worth more than you think. Definitely. Be with someone who is proud of you, someone who knows your worth, not because they were like, ah, no, I saw you at a party, and yeah, the way that you were dressed, or the way that you were speaking, or the way, that's you, and they've scaled you to that. No, not because of that. They know your worth because they've given themselves time to actually see who you truly are. Because just one instance, I can fool you. I can meet up with you looking all fancy, looking all expensive, speaking like I'm Marilyn Monroe. You fall in love, then you find that your kante baby girl has self-esteem issues. She doesn't even know her own worth. She's selling herself short for what, when she's actually more. And Most of the time, we women actually do that. We'll sell ourselves short. I get so angry seeing that we do that to ourselves. Like, do we understand that from birth we were the prize? From birth, just you being born, you being in this world, is enough for you to be like, how about you? My worth is all the way up there. So let me finish this quote. Sorry. All right. Yes. Someone who knows your worth, someone who's there through thick and thin with no regrets, because that's what you deserve. That's what your heart desires. And that's what your life needs. Never forget your worth. So, that on its own, my darling dears, that on its own speaks a whole lot. Never forget your worth. Go out there and keep teaching people your boundaries, teaching people who you are at the level that you're at, because as people, we change, we grow as time goes. So if people expect you to be the same person that you were yesterday, let's laugh together, because a human being can never be one in the same throughout the whole life. Never, never. So please, Loena, keep on regularly, checking. Are these the values that I want for myself? Are these the values that I live by? Are these the values that I want other people to see and be like, we are not just going to approach this person, just in jail for the sake of it, because it's easy to access this person. Like, have boundaries. Like, for you to trust yourself, for you to value yourself, for you to realize who you are and what your worth is. Boundaries help you do that. They channel and they shape every external force that would love and would want to come in and change the narrative of what you say you are. So take yourself very seriously, because if you do not do that, nobody, my darling, nobody will do that for you. Yes, your friends will see your potential. Even the witches will see it and they will try to bewitch you every single time. But then, I forgot what I wanted to say. But then, what I'm saying is that value yourself. And by valuing yourself, it's easy for you to determine where your worth is. Your worth cannot be scaled. It cannot be shown that it's as big as this truck. It's as big as this room. It's as big as whatever. You can say it, but then your actions become something else. So be mindful of the things that you do. Be mindful of the things that you say to yourself, especially because sometimes we value ourselves so much less because of external factors. Whereas people would tell you, oh my gosh, you're so lazy. Oh my gosh. Like, what examples? People that just plant limiting beliefs in your life. Whereas you were created to be great. God, God didn't bring you to this world so that you can just live a normal life. I always say this, even though I've had my fair share of playing and everything, but like last year, I took my own time and I went off social media. But 2020 on its own just taught me a whole lot about myself. And I would just be like, oh, why did I do that to myself? Why didn't I love myself like so great? Yes, I thought I did, but then the level and depth that I understand of self-worth, self-love, self-worth and everything that I know now is just so immense. And guys, this is a continuous journey up until you die. It will never be like a destination, and that's that on that. So what I'm here to say in essence is that love yourself, man. Love yourself, because nobody will love you. better than you do. Love yourself, because once you discover your own love, it's easier to love better, even outside. You know, don't be that person that goes around hurting people intentionally, unintentionally, and in most cases it's unintentional because you do not know that you're like not healing, that you're hurting. You know, therapy. If you've got money to go and get help, go. I'm still trying to save up so that I can get a therapist. So, dollar what you must so that you can be a better human being. Continuously remind yourself that you deserve to be treated well. You deserve to go to places that you want to go to. You deserve to love yourself, to discover the love that you have for yourself, Bazakes. Oh my word. You deserve it. By all means, you truly deserve it, and no one will give it to you. It sounds like, yeah, I always hear that. People, but I love myself. And you love by yourself by being selfish. No, we're not talking about that kind of love. And selfishness can be defined in many ways. There's the good and the bad selfishness. So don't go for or opt for the bad selfishness. Be selfish in a way that, you can be selfish by setting your own boundaries, being selfish by letting people that at a certain time not available, by treating yourself to spa dates, taking yourself out to things that you love, painting, and just whining and dining yourself. I don't know, but then just discover what you love. Then it's so much more easier to live life, because now you don't feel like, I need my friends so that I can get fulfilled. I need my boyfriend so that I can be happy. It all starts with you. And everything that you require and want, it's within you. Be true to yourself. Be true to yourself. And you will see and discover that, actually, I'm worth more than all this bull, boop, that you've been served, the boo boop that you've been running after. So you're a human being. First of all, sorry for the noise. My family's making it, but I had to record because there's never a quiet moment here at home. Back to the video, and I need to wrap up. So what I'm saying is this, yeah. In essence, discover yourself. Forgive yourself, even. That's very important. Forgive yourself for the mistakes that you did, knowingly or unknowingly. Forgive yourself, because if you can't forgive yourself, you'll never move on. It'll be so hard for you to move on, and that will always be a stumbling block, because you'll think that you've made progress, then one thing triggers you, then you go back. Then you fool yourself and be like, no, we move. Whereas you can't move if you haven't dealt with this. Like, you can't go to the next step if you haven't finished, the step before. So be accountable, more especially to yourself. It's easy to be accountable to someone and be like, yeah, we can go out on that date. I'll be there at 7 o'clock, and actually be there. But then when you say, I'm gonna wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning to go run, like, nah, child, I'll just let it be. So let this year be about you. Don't be selfish about it, because these are tough times. You need family, you need friends and everything, but then you will know what is good for you within. Like the quote said, because that's what you deserve. First of all, that's what your heart desires. Like, the heart wants what it wants, and we always use it for what? For romance. But then what about you? What about you, child? When? Oh my gosh, that's what your life needs. We are denying ourselves of greatness. We are denying ourselves of blessings. We are denying ourselves of just pure love, the one that you have within you. It's God's love, then it's your love, and then it's the rest. Okay, so be better people this year. Let's all be accountable for our mistakes, the ones that we know of and those that we do not know. Because, man, if life was much more peaceful, much more loving, it would be so much better than what it is right now. So you need yourself. Save yourself because nobody else will save you. Love you, Bibu Kitty. Love you. But I just want to leave you with these mantras. Like whenever you feel like, hey, I'm taking, hey, there's a devil trying to come in, or something is just testing your new found greatness, newfound self worth, and everything. It's okay to just change abruptly and be like, guys, now I'm going to love myself better and I value myself much more than I used to before. Yes, I used to do this and so on that, but right now, chill. If you feel like I fit in that space, I do not. And if you disrespect what I've just told you, then get out of my life. Easy peasy. Don't hold on to things, to people that do not align to where you're going. You know, where your vision is headed, where you are currently at, and where you want to be. So these are the mantras. Say them anytime, 3 times, 6 times, 17 times, however many times you want, as long as you say them with conviction, you say them with meaning, you say them to understand and actually believe that I am. Change that neuron path that created limiting beliefs in your life where you think that you have to please people more than you please yourself, that you have to bend over and just make other people much more happier at your own cost. Mm-mm. You are valuable. You should love yourself and you are loved. And as much as you might feel or think that people love me, but then they really don't. People just love themselves so much in the negative, selfish way, though. So these are the mantras, okay? These are it. I am worthy of good things. You definitely are, boo. I am deserving of happiness. Oh, darling, yes. I hold the key to my own success. Nobody else. And love starts with me. So I'm just going to end it here. I do not want to talk further, but I hope that this video really does ignite something within you, that you discover your worth and you remember who you are, or you discover who you are and you reveal yourself to the world as a new person, because people will always remain people, whether you do good, whether you do bad. So choose to do good, and good is hard. Don't think that when you value yourself much more and you see your worth, it's easy. Trust you me. It isn't, but when you stick to it, you will realize that fuck. I've saved myself from so much heartache. I've saved myself from the trouble of pleasing people, whereas I'm not even gaining anything positively. Instead, I'm just getting hurt, bitter. And now it becomes a vicious cycle where you're gonna have to heal, and it's painful. Like, growth generally is painful. Loving yourself is hard, but then practice it every single day, because it can't just be a 1 day thing. When you make it a 1 day thing, Suze, forget about it. Oka screamer, darling. So don't put yourself in a position where you compromise yourself and you regret it later, and you just are a person that is triggered by everything. Love you. Thank you for watching. I love myself and I'm proud of myself for actually and finally doing this. I am so fucking proud of myself. I could even tear up, and I'm starting to. But nonetheless, I love you guys so much. And I hope that, yes, I am getting emotional. And I hope that you enjoyed this video. And there's more to come, definitely. Like, this is not the end, sweetie. This is only the beginning. Oh, yeah. So I love you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever that you're watching this. So take care of yourself and don't let no scrub, don't let nobody come and tell you who you are. You already know who you are, and don't be scared. Fear is the number one cause of limiting beliefs. So fight against fear every single day. Like I do that. Like for me to even make this video, it took a whole lot, but I'm proud of myself, and you can be proud of yourself too. Each and every day is a day to start over, is a day to be greater, is a day to perfect something. So I mean, look, we've got black background right now, so doesn't that show improvement? It does, even though it's a bit shaky because I'm on top of the bed. You didn't know, but now you know. I'm on top of, okay, I'm blabbing. I love you guys. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, share, comment. I don't know everything, but just know that I love you so much. And if nobody has ever told you that you are loved, I'm repeating it again.